Namaskar friends, we are again here for NEET biology class and this time with chordates and hemichordates. We will discuss clearly here the different classification strategy, what are the traits of the chordates and hemichordates, why the hemichordates are the hemichordates, that is the hemi, why hemi now name is given. Why the chordates are again divided into two, that is Acrania and Craniata, and how they are again divided in up to the mammals and species. So, let us start that. No question will be left. All the question will be solved in each and every competitive exams from this part. So, properly with mnemonics to remember easily. So, let us start and we will give some information in description also. Let us start chordates. First, we will discuss with hemichordates. Why they are hemichordates? First, we will now discuss that what vertebrates actually, chordates actually divided first initially in the previous cases, they have divided in such a way, they have hemichordate, urochordate, cephalochordate and chordates, that is vertebrata in previous cases. Previously they were divided in that way, that is they have four parts. There was hemichordate, urochordate, cephalochordate and vertebrates. But later when scientists revealed that the hemichordates are actually not a vertebrates. Sorry, hemichordates are not the chordate actually, they are the advanced cnidarians, not chordates. So, they are separating they have separated the hemichordates in a separate group. So, what are then these three are actually the chordates, that is urochordate, cephalochordate and vertebrates. So, urochordate, cephalochordate and vertebrates are actually the chordates, original chordates, and hemichordate is not a chordate. So, why name is given hemichordate? Because no notochord is there, proper notochord. So, what are the traits is actually the hemichordates? Why hemichordate is separated from this family? The four member of the family, urochordate, cephalochordate and chordates, vertebrates, urochordate, cephalochordate and vertebrates, and hemichordate is separated. Why? Because they are exclusively marine, not that if all are exclusively marine. What are the traits of hemichordates? If we look that, these are the traits of hemichordates. They are exclusively marine in our cnidarians, and in case of poriferans we have seen in cnidarians and not in poriferans, poriferans spongilla is there in cnidarians, and in case of Ctenophora we have already seen the exclusive marine trait, that is no freshwater member was there. So, they are exclusively marine, colonial or tuberculous. Tuberculous means they have self-formed tube within which they live. So, they have colonial and tuberculous body, complete digestive tract, buccal diverticulum is present instead of notochord. Instead of notochord, buccal diverticulum was present. So why this is the very important point, that is buccal diverticulum is present, no notochord present. Notochord is the primary criteria, notochord is the primary criteria to be vertebrates. So, to be a vertebrates you have to a notochord. So, when you do not have notochord, so you are not in vertebrates, sorry, no, not in chordates group. So, hemichordate is separated from this family. So, the buccal diverticulum is there and it is a stomochord. Stomochord is nothing but a proboscis with hollow outgrowth. Proboscis with hollow outgrowth is called stomochord. However, dorsal heart is present. Heart is dorsal in case of hemichordates. Excretion is proboscis gland or by glomerulus, and nervous system is diffused nervous system is there. So, and they are all dioecious, that is male and female is body is separate. Most important is larva, larva is Tornaria larva. Now, if we will see that what are actually the chordates. So, this is the hemichordates, larva is Tornaria, this one is very important. So, let us see the chordates. Chordates are again subdivided into two parts, that is acraniata and craniata, that is having cranium or head or not head. Those have with cranium or skull, cranium, is called craniata, and those have no craniata, that is no head, is called protochordates or acraniata. Protochordates are again divided into two parts. Now they are again urochordata and cephalochordata. Acraniata are urochordata, cephalochordata. Uro means tail, cephalo means head. Notochord when present in tail is called urochordates. Notochord present in head, cephalization means head, brain. So notochord present in brain or in a head region is called cephalochordates. Cephalo means head, uro means tail. So when notochord present in tail is urochordates, when present in head it is cephalochordates. Now craniata is again divided into two parts, agnatha and gnathostomata. So chordates is divided into two parts, head is present or not. When head is present it is craniata, when head is absent it is acraniata. Head absent, true head is absent is called urochordate and cephalochordate. So they don't have head. So what is present there? They don't have head but have notochord. That particular notochord is present where? They don't have head but notochord is present. Notochord is present in a tail region and in a head region, head type, that is in front. So this is a acraniata, but craniata have a agnatha and gnathostomata. That is, they have jaw, they have head, okay, craniata they have head, these vertebrates have head, these vertebrates don't have head, this vertebrate had head. So in head region what present? Jaw is present or not? Here is jaw is present, agnatha, sorry, jaw is absent, agnatha, jaw is present. Agnatha, when jaw is absent, they are again have another class having cyclostomata. Cyclostomata, that is, they don't have jaw but having round, cyclo means round mouth, cyclostomata. They have jaw. So again they have divided into two parts, physes and tetrapoda. Having jaw and with limb, that is, these physes have jaw, they also have jaw, tetrapodas, but physes don't have any limb, only have fins. इसमें सिर्फ fins होते हैं और इसमें होते हैं limbs, हाथ पैर. सो ये टेट्रापोडा जो है, टेट्रापोडा को अगेन चार भाग में बढ़ दिया गया. टेट्रापोडा इज डिवाइडेड टू फोर टाइप्स. व्हाट? एम्फीबिया, रेप्टिलिया, एविस एंड मैमालिया. एम्फीबिया, रेप्टिलिया, एविस एंड मैमालिया. सो दिस वन इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, दैट इज नाथोस्टोमाटा. सो कॉर्डेट्स की क्लासिफिकेशन को देख लेते हैं. कॉर्डेट्स आर डिवाइडेड इन टू पार्ट्स, क्रैनियाटा, एक्रेनियाटा. एक्रेनियाटा मतलब हेड नहीं है, विदाउट एनी हेड. सो हेड नहीं है तो क्या है? नोटोकॉर्ड कहाँ है? टेल में है या सर के हेड रीजन में है? तो टेल में है, हेड रीजन में. यूरोकॉर्डाटा, सेफालोकॉर्डाटा. और जिसका हेड है, दोज हैव हेड, दे अगेन टू पार्ट. क्रैनियाटा हैव टू पार्ट. हेड है तो जॉ है कि नहीं? दे हैव जॉ और नॉट? हेड इज प्रेजेंट but jaw is present or not? Yes, jaw is present or not? When jaw is present is called nathostomata. When jaw is absent called agnatha. So agnatha is again divided into cyclostomata. And nathostomata अगर jaw है तो उसकी body में having the body has a limb or not? If they have a limb, they are the tetrapoda. If they don't have limb, they have pieces. When tetrapoda, when limb is there, so they are amphibian, reptilia, mammalia and aves. When pieces means, pieces are two types again. Pieces are the ostriches and chondrichthyes, that they have a original bone or cartilage as a skeleton. So pieces are again divided into two parts, ostriches and chondrichthyes. Ostriches and chondrichthyes. Ostriches and chondrichthyes. Pieces are again divided. So tetrapoda are divided amphibia, reptilia. ARAM, आराम, इसका मतलब है आराम. एम्फीबिया, रेप्टिलिया, एविस, मैमालिया. आराम. If we divide amphibia, reptilia, एम्फीबिया, रेप्टिलिया, एबिस, मैमालिया, आराम. So आराम याद रखने से, if you remember the आराम, then tetrapoda आराम. And pieces are two types. One is original that the bones or cartilage. When bones is there, they are ostrichthys, they have a bones, and chondrichthys. Chondrich means they have cartilage, chondrium. So ostriches and chondrichthys, bone containing or cartilage containing fish. Fishes are two types, bone containing or cartilage containing as their skeleton. And now we will see that what are the chordates traits actually. Chordates traits are, you have to remember these mnemonics. Venugopal has no tail but double gill. Venugopal have a ventral heart. Venugopal means ventral. Venugopal ventral heart. They have a ventral heart. All chordates have ventral heart. Notochord is obviously there. Tail is there, and dorsal nervous system. Dorsal nervous system and gill is present. So these three parts, that is notochord, pharyngeal gill system, and nerve cord. Notochord, nerve cord, and pharyngeal gill system, this is a hallmark trait of chordates. This should be present. Notochord, nerve cord, and pharyngeal gill slits. And you have to remember this mnemonics. Venugopal has no tail but double gill. Now you will see that what are the traits of Urochordata. As you know that Urochordata has important trait. They have tail region, notochord present only in tail region, and not in a mature condition, only in larval condition. In mature condition, what happened? This notochord is replaced by nerve ganglia. So these urochordates are very important in that sense. They are larvae are very highly developed. They have notochord, but in mature condition they don't have any notochord. So this phenomenon is called retrogressive metamorphosis. Retrogressive, not progressive metamorphosis. That is, metamorphosis occurred, that is their life cycle, when they complete his life, their physiology is changed, their body shape is totally changed. But what, in which direction? In lower to upper, not lower to advanced, not from advanced to lower. That is, they have notochord in larval system, but they don't have notochord in mature condition. This is called retrogression, retrogressive metamorphosis. So the example of urochordate is tadpole larva. Sorry, larva of urochordate is called tadpole larva. As I mentioned, hemichordates larva are Tornaria larva. If we will see that the cephalochordates traits are, cephalochordates are actually just close to the chordates. So they are the blueprints of chordates, but they are exclusively marine, as like hemichordates. They are also, so this one is exclusively marine. Urochordata is also exclusively marine, and cephalochordata is also. They have nerve cord and retochord persist throughout the life, and notochord is extruded. Notochord is extruded in the front, and bronchiostoma is example amphioxis. So these are the example overall that you have to remember the mnemonics. Venugopal has no tail but double gill. Okay, thank you. You have to remember this and this classification strategies. It's very simple, very simple. First, I am again summarizing this, that is not required. Thank you.